Welcome back to Dad's Garage. Today I've got another garage project for you. So I'm doing a lot of changes here in the garage because I'm putting in a water deionizer. That install's fixing to go down here pretty quickly. And in order to get the room to put that in, because I'm having to take wall space over here, since I'm having to take wall space over here, I'm going to have to figure something out. So what I'm doing is I had to get rid of one of my workbenches that was here. It basically just held my grinder, which is one of my most used tools in the garage, and it held this sander, which is one of my least used tools in this garage. So what I did to save space is I ordered a pedestal stand for my bench grinder. And my bench grinder is a Wen, W-E-N. Very common out there. It's probably, I'm not a tool expert, so maybe a tool expert can chime in, but pretty knowledgeable of tools. But I would call that more sort of a mid-grade. It's certainly not commercial, but I would say it's a heavy residential grade product typically on the Wen products. So I went with the same brand of stand. It was $56 on Amazon. I think you can get it on Home Depot for about $70. This is going to free up a lot of space for me over in this area where I can make it more usable. So we're going to get this thing assembled. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, but we're fixing to open it up and find out. So since my since my workbench is completely full of stuff because I'm moving everything around in here, I'm going to go ahead and open this thing up here. One of the things I love about this Milwaukee toolbox is it does give me a little work area here. This is not to be confused for a workbench because you don't want to be banging on it, but just to set things on it, stage things, it's a great place to do that. So I love that this particular drawer has this cover on it because it does give you that little work area. This is a model 4288T Wen. So now that we've got it all out, I think this is probably going to be pretty self-explanatory on how this assembles. And I think it's going to be a pretty darn quick project here. But so far I'm pretty impressed with the quality. It does feel typical Wen quality where it feels pretty solid. I'm kind of curious though as to what it's like when you get the bench grinder working and you're putting pressure on it. How does it stay in place? It does offer some bolt holes down here if you wanted to anchor it. So we're going to have to kind of see. I'm used to a bench grinder being completely attached to a workbench. It does give you the Allen wrench so you can tighten these set screws down. There's two of them. I'd get them pretty snug. You don't need to completely crush the metal tube here, but you do want to get them pretty snug because you don't want that bench grinder coming down while it's working. Does have a water catch here also. Now I think it's probably time to get it down. No, not yet. Let's see, I think I want to set it up this direction so that I have the two legs up front where I'm putting the pressure. So I'm going to adjust everything to suit that better. And I think that makes it ready to mount the grinder on the top of it. Feels very solid. It's not too heavy, but it is very solid feeling. I'm going to go ahead and get that grinder over here. So this particular grinder only has 2 mounting screws, one in each end of the grinder itself. So we're going to take the bolt with the flat washer and go through the hole. We're going to find it below. There it is. Now we're going to repeat over on this side. And it fell right through, perfect. So then the opening on the bottom's a little large. So we're going to go ahead and use a flat washer and then a lock washer on top of it. And then our nut. All right, so believe it or not, it's not metric, it's 1/2 inch. And we'll get this nice and snug. And as strange as it is, on this other side, the 1/2 inch wrench won't fit the top of the bolt. So I go to the next size up in metric, which would be 13, because there's 25.4 millimeters per inch. So that tells me a 1/2 inch is slightly above 12. So I'm going to a 13 since a 1/2 inch won't fit on it. All right, that feels pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Okay, so now let's get this thing moved into place. I want to put a little stress on it just to see how much it moves around. So I guess as long as you don't go crazy with how much pressure, it did move some, but I was pushing pretty hard. I see it moving around as it slows down. It is sliding across the floor, vibrating across the floor a little bit. So I did notice that. Let me show you that. And that's not to say it's a bad product. I think what that really just says is the vibration versus the weight, because this thing doesn't weigh a whole lot. So with it being pretty lightweight, let's see if we can get that. See, it just jumped right there, but then as we turn it off, I did see it start to vibrate as the RPMs came down. There it goes. Yeah, that thing moved around about 1 inch. So I think ultimately what I'm going to have to do is I will put a couple of anchors in here, maybe not all 3, but put a couple in there. Just use some concrete screws, drill me some little holes, probably small holes because you don't need much to hold this in place. Just a couple of small holes, and then maybe use a bigger fender washer on the thing. So anyway, overall, really like it. Glad I did it. The height seems really good. It's a little lower than I'm used to because I'm used to working off of it being bolted onto a workbench that sit about here. So it's probably 6 inches lower, but in all honesty, it's probably much safer being close, further away from your face. So anyway, that's it for this one. We will catch you next time right here on Dad's Garage.